Yo, Encore Pod, we back. Just me today. Cruz is currently celebrating his grandfather's birthday, but we're here today with the fucking legend, our first repeat guest ever. We got Justicexavier in the building.
How you doing?
We here.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure, man. I'm glad I'm here, man.
Facts. Took a long trip, but we made it.
Man.
We made it happen. So our last interview dropped on July 18th, and it's been a lot that's happened since then. What's been new since then?
Man, so much. Like literally, a month after that podcast, I had another song that like went very big on TikTok, wound up like blowing up. It's now my second biggest song, almost has 1 million.
Fire.
Fucking, dropped more songs. I dropped the whole fucking album.
Yes, sir.
Since then, you know,
we gonna get into that.
Hell yeah, it's doing very well. It's getting a lot of traction right now. So
this is your best perceived like body of work so far, you would say?
I would say so. To be honest, it's just a compilation of like, you know, my best work over the course of like 2 years.
That's fire.
So
that's fire. That song that is almost at 1 million. What's the name of that song?
The song That's All I Got.
That's All I Got. What made that blow up on TikTok?
It's just because I'm not gonna lie, it's sad as shit. That's literally why. Like it's relatable. It's a very sad song, and like, you know, something I noticed about TikTok is like, you know, if you have relatable songs, you know, especially sad ones, because there's such a like niche for that on TikTok, it always winds up like doing well, just because there's always people feeling like that, you know. So
yeah, for sure,
they gravitate towards that.
Yeah, so I would even say it's a universal thing. Everyone feels it at some point.
Literally, it's very universal.
Yeah, that's interesting. So when you're making songs, are you literally thinking, "Damn, how can I make this relatable to people?"
You know, it's funny. Not like really, not at all. Like when I make music, I just make it based off how I'm feeling, you know. And I know that how I'm feeling, someone else feels that way, you know. So it's bound to relate to somebody, you know. Like the one thing that I try to focus on when I make my music, well, the one motive I have, I should say, like when I make my music, is to kind of just like, you know, tell people like you're really not alone. Like whatever you're feeling, I felt too at some point. Like we've probably gone through the same exact thing or something similar. So like, you know, you're not alone type shit. So
that's what you say would be like the messaging of like your entire like being as an artist.
Yeah, I just like helping people. Yeah. To be honest, I've always liked helping people since I was young. You know, it doesn't matter what it was, fucking like if it was mental shit or just like regular shit, like helping with the fucking like bags and shit. Like I just like helping people.
I respect it. So this project, it being your best perceived. We're gonna get into like the music and art in a second. In a second, but I'm definitely wondering, and I'm sure a lot of other artists are wondering too, like how it even got the numbers. Which when did it drop? 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah,
the
so
6th.
like this,
that's
about
like,
3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what could you credit it getting the traction that it got to?
It's a great question. Honestly, what I'm gonna say is because I haven't really had like a major video like pop off since I dropped the album. Like, so
like a piece of content or like a music video?
Like content, like like even a music video, because I did drop a music video for it, and it really, I don't even think it has like 500 views.
Really?
Yeah, so type shit. But like what I like about this, what I'm seeing is that I'm really seeing that I have like genuine support behind me. Like,
that's
you know,
a blessing.
You know, like genuine supporters, people who actually listen to my music, who love what I do and are like, you know, genuine listeners. Because, you know, despite the fact that I haven't really had like a viral video that I've posted like post album release, I'm still getting like pretty good fucking traction off the album. You know, I'm still getting like good amount of plays, getting like monthly like thousands of monthly listeners. That's new monthly listeners every day.
I checked today, it was 121K.
Yeah, like literally I think at the release of my project I was at like 99.
Nice.
So that's like 21,000, 22,000 monthly listeners.
Solid jump
in like 2 weeks. So
that's fire.
That's pretty damn fucking good. I think what I'm seeing is like I'm really getting my main, like my real supporters right now. Like I'm seeing who they really are, you know, and I love all the love I'm receiving.
That's fire. What do you think it is about you specifically that would make somebody turn into not even a fan, but like a diehard supporter?
Because I'm just me. I don't like my music. When you hear my music, it's me. When I'm on live, it's me. I don't really like there's no persona. I don't really like to say I have a persona. I'm just Justice. Like even when I'm live, like it's not like I'm always live like recording music on live or like at a studio or something. I should be talking to people fucking like while I'm eating or like
That's fire.
Like just eating shit in my room, just chilling. Like, like I like having a genuine connection with my supporters. So I think that's another thing that like gravitates people towards me is like, I don't even like the word like fans. I hate that word. I feel like it's very belittling. Like,
you're just a fan.
You're just a fan. You feel like, nah, like when I call my supporters, like they're just all my homies. Like everyone's my homies. I have like supporters that like come in my lives that like I know off rip. Like, oh, like it's Brandon or it's Nestor. This and that.
You memorize
like,
their username.
People
and
by
all
heart
that,
and shit. I know who they are. Like I've shouted people out. Like I've made like birthday TikToks for people's birthdays. Just like
fire.
I like having a connection with people, and I think that's what like draws them in. It's just that, and I'm just myself. I don't like to change for nobody. So
interesting. You think that's maybe where artists go wrong, trying to put on a persona?
Yeah, I feel like it's smart sometimes.
It's smart to put on a persona.
Like not to put on a persona, but like I would say like if you know what you're doing, like some people have like a gimmick per se, but I wouldn't really suggest it. I feel like it can only last so long. That like persona. I feel like it's draining. It seems pretty like draining to have to keep up with that like persona that you put on every day when you leave the house, when you fucking record a video or make a song. Like shit just sounds draining. I don't know how people do it. I can't fucking do it. So
I don't blame you. It's almost like if you like told a lie, then you gotta remember the lie. And like you're like, fuck, did I say the lie this way?
Yeah, exactly. And then you gotta drag that shit out for fucking as long as you live. Hell no.
Hell no.
I'd rather not.
You know the Liver King? You see
Liver King? Yeah,
like
I saw
that's
the whole
bro. That's
shit,
the prime example, bro.
I kind of figured, but no, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way. But like the reality is, he had to walk around every day, constantly embracing this lie over and over and over again.
And not even that. Not even did that have an effect on him, but his family. Like you could see in his videos, like his wife was not with it, and his kids were not with it. Trying to make those videos, like if you see his videos, because I kind of like kept up with him, like when I was when he was like very much like popping. Yeah, I used to see the videos he used to make with like his family and like his wife and shit when they would make like dinner or like when they're eating dinner at the table, they were all eating the same shit, the liver and like the raw egg and shit like that. And I'm doing damn well. No kid wants to eat that shit, bro. You think your kid wants that? No, he doesn't fucking want that shit. Like he's crying on the inside. I wouldn't want to eat that as a kid. Your wife? Hell no.
I see the comments now on one of his pages like last week. It's everybody still talking about how he a fraud and shit.
He's a fraud.
He needs to live with that shit forever now.
Yeah, there's no way. Like the first thing I thought is like, there's no way that this dude is natural.
No.
Doing that, eating liver and being in your primal state. That's
sunning
roids.
Your balls.
Like that is roids, my guy. That is fucking roids.
Yeah. So no personas. Don't recommend it for artists.
Nah, bro, just be yourself. Like the one thing I always tell like people when they're first starting to make music or like if they want to like branch out into other shit, I always tell them like like be yourself and like make the music that you want to make because your real supporters will find you at the end of the day. Like that's the beautiful thing about music is that there's a fan base for everything.
Facts.
There's so many genres and there's a support group for everything. It doesn't matter what you make, someone listens to it and someone loves what you do. So like it doesn't matter if like you first start out making whatever and you get like 1,000 supporters instantly or fucking 10 supporters. Those are supporters at the end of the day. That's people who support what you do. And there's more of them. You just got to keep putting yourself out there. They're going to find you.
That's so real. That's so real too. About there's a fan base for everything.
Yeah,
and there's so many artists that feel so pressured to like hop in the wave, whether it's doing drill shit, whether it's doing Jersey shit.
Yeah,
and when that's not even them, they might even want to make music like you.
Yeah,
have you ever felt any pressure to conform to what's going on?
When I was younger, when I was like, when I first started recording, I first started recording at like 14. I first started dropping. Okay. And like from 14 to like maybe 16, 17, I was very much like on my like trap shit in like the SoundCloud era, because SoundCloud era was huge.
2015,
like
16?
20, more so like 2017 to like 20, like early 2020.
Like
I was in that like
Juice World.
Yeah, like
area. Okay.
like the like X, like Famous Dex, fucking like Comethazine era.
Yeah,
like Smoke Perp and all that shit. Yeah. So I was very much into that, and I was trying to make shit like that. Just to like, cause I'm like, you know what? Like if I do shit like that, people will like it. And like I was enjoying it while I was like, 15, 16. But then I got to like 17 and I started listening to more the music that I actually enjoyed. And I was like, I don't really like making this shit. Like, I know what I'm capable of, and I know the type of skill set I have, and I'm not putting it to good use because I'm dumbing myself down and I'm making this shit that I really don't want to make just to try to get some traction. It's not even fucking working in the first place, Like I was known locally. Yeah, I was getting like a couple thousand like streams on a song, which isn't bad for someone who's like 15, 16, whatever, and has no fucking direction in life, like no direction music wise. I ain't no jack shit. But, I was like, I can't keep doing this. Like I gotta like rebrand myself, So I like really took quarantine as like a time to rebrand and start like, trying to find my sound. And that's which kind of goes into the album. That's like kind of how I found my sound, was just making all this fucking music over the course of like 2-3 years. And it's I'm glad that I found my sound, because I had like people tell me like, like, oh, that shit doesn't work. Like if you gotta,
shit doesn't work.
Like the shit that I'm working on, like the type of music I make now, like that boom bap shit or that alternative shit, like that shit's not really gonna work or like last that long. You gotta like know how to adapt and be like current.
That's what people tell you now.
No, that's what people told me before. That's what they told me beforehand, before I actually
until
like
they saw
tried.
the win.
And then
until they saw the win.
And then I started popping off with, what I actually like making, and haven't heard shit since. So it's it's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's some shit.
Humbly.
Hell yeah. Humbly.
I was really like that.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't no conforming to the wave, no feelings of pressure now?
Not at all. I make what I make, and I like what I make. If you don't like what I make, that's okay. Music is very opinionated. That's why it doesn't bother me when people don't like my music, which, like, in the most humble response possible, I haven't got that yet. I haven't really gotten any negative responses. I've had people say like, like, this isn't really what I listen to, but I liked it. Yeah, this isn't really for me, but like, I like what you're doing, type thing. I like the message you're putting out. So yeah, music's very opinionated. It doesn't like bother me when people don't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish I could remember where I saw this from. It was some sort of someone who, either a label exec, someone who worked at a label, and they were like, a lot of labels will perpetuate artists that make sad music to continue to make sad music because it resonates with people. But what ends up happening is a lot of the artists that continually put themselves in that mind state of a sad, like melancholy state, it really fucks with their mental.
Yeah.
Have you experienced anything like that? Like constantly making sad music, pushing sad music?
It was making me very fucking sad.
Really?
Not gonna lie. I kind of struggle with my mental health a lot. So for me to like continuously make songs about my mental health or about mental health in general, it was kind of draining. How
do you deal with it?
I that's a great question. I really can't tell you. I mean, I kind of just like, I don't want to say thug it out, but I kind of just thug it out. Like I just let it happen. I don't really know what to do. So I just let it happen until it like goes away. and then I'm like fine again. But like, you know, I feel like you can only make so much sad shit, and like I don't want to keep making sad shit, you know, because I know
you don't want to keep making it.
Not always. Like I want to make. Like, nobody wants to fucking be sad. Be for real. Nobody wants to be sad. There's people that want to be, because you know, there's people that enjoy being like miserable for some reason, which
I think some people enjoy the attention.
Yes, they enjoy the attention, and like, you know, no matter how many like solutions you put in front of them, they don't want to hear that shit. Which I never understood.
I can't be around those people.
I can't either. I never understood, because like, you know, being someone that's like is quite used to, you know, feeling that way a lot. Fucking, I was always trying to find a way to like get out of that mindset. And that one way was making music, you know, hence why my discography is the way it is. You know, I just speak on my emotions and, you know, how I'm feeling currently or how I was feeling. I mean, the sad shit, quote unquote, it's not going to stop, of course, because I know people relate to it. And I know that, you know, sadness is an inevitable emotion that everyone feels, no matter what. You're going to feel it.
Fact.
You know, you can't just like ignore that.
A question came up on the a podcast that's dropping in 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And it was like, has every single human felt depressed before?
I think absolutely, to a degree.
To a degree.
I think everybody has felt depression before, which is why I will never invalidate somebody's emotions, because everybody's
Andrew Tate depression isn't real.
Nah,
did you see that?
I hate that shit. No, like depression is very real. It's up to you, however, to, you know, decide whether or not you want to like stay depressed, or if you want to, you know, not saying right away, but like gradually get yourself out of that slump. Like, I will never invalidate somebody's emotions, because depression comes in many like shapes, forms, many like it comes in, you know, it could be huge. Like you can have like the depression where you don't fucking shower for days, or like you can't even like get up out your fucking bed in the morning,
or the depression, or you take a bottle to the face every day,
type shit, you know. And then there's, you know, like it, and it doesn't even have to be like diagnosed depression. I think that's when people like try to they try to like use the diagnosis as like actual depression. Like, oh, you're not depressed because you weren't diagnosed with it. Everyone's felt depressed before. Like something bad in your life can happen and you might feel depressed for some time. Everybody's felt fucking depressed. The happiest person in the world has felt depressed. The happiest looking people in the world are the most fucking depressed people in the world. You know? Which is why they act the way they act. It's a mask. It's the biggest fucking mask. You know?
Like that.
I'm fucking victim to that shit firsthand. I put that mask on a lot because I don't like people seeing that shit.
And sometimes you have to, especially in business. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't be walking around like looking like people gonna take advantage of you.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Like that. So, you know, you maybe being perpetuated by like the sad music, and I'm sure you get messages from the fans that are like, "Yo, this song hit me."
Yeah.
When it's like, does that ever fuck with you?
No, you know, when people tell me, because I get those comments, I was like, "Yo, like, thank you so much for your music. Like, your music has helped me through so much. Your music has helped me through this time." I've had people vent to me about what was going on in their life as if I'm a fucking lifelong friend. I've had people tell me that my music has like saved them, which is a crazy one to me, because I feel like
intense one.
It's very intense to me, just because I feel like I'm very grateful that happened, like that I was able to, like, you know, stop you from doing something that you couldn't possibly like change. But I always tell people when I get that, is like, you know, I didn't save you. You did. You just happened to be listening to me, but, you know, I didn't save you. Like, you're the one that stopped yourself from doing what you were doing. I wasn't there to help you. That was you. Like,
that's real.
You were strong enough to get yourself out of that. You know, I might have been playing in the background, but you're the one that put that shit down or said, like, you know what? I'm good. Like, that wasn't me. That was you. Like, you got to give yourself more credit, not me. You know, I didn't.
That's
do
fire.
that. Yeah. You know, and I feel like also telling them that too, like, it not only like, I feel like it makes them, I feel like it might make you feel better. I feel like if someone told me that, I would feel better. I'd be like, you know what? I was strong enough to fucking get out of that. Like, that was me.
Like, maybe for the first time, give yourself some credit.
Yeah. You know what? I am okay. Like, I did that, you know, type shit.
That's fire. That's dope. I'll fuck with that. Absolutely. Hell yeah. All right, cool. We got a couple more things in here today.
Oh man, I don't like this laugh, man. You keep scaring me.
All right.
Oh shit.
Last interview, you had said that being in a major city doesn't matter. You can blow up from anywhere.
Yeah.
You still feel that way?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
No changes.
I wouldn't change. No. I think you can. I think you can do it from anywhere.
I got hate from posting that clip.
Really?
From a lot of people in the industry too. Like my homies that are like, I don't want to say anyone by name, but people who are like very established are like, yo, you're tweaking, bro. Like, yeah, nah, hell no. Like you got to be where the people are at. You still stand on it.
I stand on it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. It's a plus. Don't get me wrong. It's a plus to be where the people are. Of course, it's a plus to be in a city that is known for music, or there's a lot of artists, or is this and that, mad connections. But that doesn't mean that you should just not make any music or make any content until you move to a major city.
Sitting on your hands, like
like, of course, I agree with the fact that being in a major city or a major area where like music is is very known. Yeah. It's of course, but that shouldn't stop you from doing what you got to do. Like, for example, I would say in my situation, it's a little strange because I wouldn't say, like Jersey's a pretty like, they're known for having talented artists or talented people in general.
Yeah.
A lot of famous people have come out of Jersey.
I just realized someone told me Russ was from Jersey. I was like, what?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know Russ was from Jersey. There's so many people. Lauryn Hill's from fucking Newark. Shaq's from Newark. SZA is from the town that I fucking live in now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's in the 070 from
070's from where I grew up.
That's
I think if I'm not mistaken, Rio Vaz, which is like a pretty big artist now, he's from like Jersey City.
Who?
Rio Vaz. He does like house type of shit, I think.
I'm not.
He's very cool. You gotta listen to his stuff. But there's a lot of people from those from Jersey, and I think what actually makes our situation a little difficult, especially if you live in North Jersey, is that a lot of times we're overshadowed by New York because we're right there. A lot of people, a lot of artists from Jersey claim New York, and they're not from New York. I'm not going to say names, but they're pretty big people.
Yeah, people from here or in the suburbs, they claim New York City. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Manhattan. No, you're from Westchester.
Yeah. And there's nothing, you know what? I hate that. There's nothing wrong with being from where you're from. Like,
it goes back to putting on a facade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, putting on a persona. There's nothing wrong with being where you're from. I'm not from a fucking like bad area. I'm not from a I'm not from the fucking hood or anything. Where I was, it was pretty chill. It was like a middle ground. Like shit would happen, but that's with any place. Shit happens.
Yeah.
But fucking I feel like our situation was a little different. Like we're overshadowed by New York a lot. People like to not look at us. But I thought about that. I'm like, fuck that. Like, who cares? Like, I'm gonna make sure that y'all know who I am and know where I'm from. Cause I'm gonna stand out. I'm gonna be the standout artist, and you're gonna know that I'm from Jersey.
That's fine.
I am going to rep Jersey.
Yo, shout out to there's a producer, Seth got the waves. He makes a lot of guitar shit. You probably heard his tag before. But he's from somewhere in the UK, and he posted a screenshot of his hometown and the population. It was like 970 people or some shit like that. And like, to me, that's inspiring. He's not trying to jack London or some other fucking big city. He's like, yo, there's 970 people here, and I fucking made it.
Exactly.
You can do it too.
Because the internet is huge.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. The internet is huge. There's so much. You could be from the bumfuck middle of nowhere, but when you post a video, that it doesn't mean that just the people from your town are gonna see it. Everybody's gonna see it. That shit is open to the whole world now.
Facts.
Like, that's why I say you could do that shit from anywhere you're from. Like, you could say I'm tweaking. I don't give a fuck. You could do it from anywhere. You could do it from anywhere. I got homies in fucking like North Carolina that make fucking music. Well, North Carolina's got some people, you know.
They do.
Like, they got some people. I got a
like
homie,
Arkansas.
Yeah. Type shit. Fucking actually I got a homie in Kansas that's pretty fucking like big too. Shout out Frank Sativa.
Shout out Kansas.
Yeah.
You know who Aries is, the artist?
Aries?
Yeah.
Sounds very familiar.
He's an artist. He's from Kansas.
Yeah.
Or Kansas City. I don't know if that's Kansas.
Yeah. Well, it's close enough. It's probably same shit.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah. You know, like you could pop off. Like I got a homie in Alabama, fucking shout out Mooch. He makes music, fucking he popped off. He has numbers and everything.
That's fine.
He has a whole fan base. Like you can make it from anywhere.
I was going through our analytics.
Yeah.
Where by the time this drops, we'll have 10,000 followers on IG.
Absolutely.
Only 12% of our audience is from New York.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like that's the beauty of everything. Like when I think about like I always look at like my numbers and like where my biggest supporters are and like my most listeners. Like it's not even from Jersey. Jersey's not even in my top 10. Like
Wow.
LA is first. I think Dallas is somewhere in the top 3. Houston, Chicago,
Really?
fucking all these other places. The UK, Australia, like everywhere else but where I'm from and the fucking city next to me.
That's
So
how it goes.
exactly. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Exactly, bro.
Man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, do that shit from anywhere.
Another thing you mentioned in the last interview was your homie Liam, who you cook up with.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Fucking GOAT, bro. GOAT. The fucking Liam by far, and I stand by this. Liam is the fucking best producer I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care
Did
how.
he produce the whole
album.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there was like a co-production for like 1 or 2 songs, but he produced the entire fucking thing.
That's
Shout out Ginger. That's the homie. He produced one of the songs. He co-produced him and Liam.
Yeah.
One of the songs. Phenomenal.
That's some regular shit for producers too.
Yeah.
But yo, I cannot tell you the last time I saw an artist with an album that was solely produced by one person.
We do everything together.
That's amazing to me.
I love it. I don't want to work. I wouldn't work with anybody else. The thing with
You
Liam,
would not work with another
I would.
producer.
I would. Obviously, I'm going to work with other people. You know, as I grow, that's a normal thing to like, do. But like the thing with me and Liam is like, it's never. This is how I always tell people. It's never Justice Xavier produced by Liam Taylor. It's Justice Xavier x Liam Taylor. It's not a fucking like. Yeah, it's not like, oh, this was produced by Liam. Like, no, me and him collectively made the song. Like, this was a group effort. Because what I love is, like, there's input from both sides. I'll write
He's
something.
actively involved in the whole process.
Actively involved.
That's fire.
I write, I'll record, I'll send it to him. You know, it's never really, there's never really like it's on like rare occasion where he'll be like, yo, like, this was like kind of you should probably do this again. But like, there's always some type of feedback. Like, yo, it'd be cool if you did this. Let's add a hook here. We go back. Every song you've ever heard by us, there's probably like 4 or 5 different versions.
Wow.
We really work on our shit.
Between like, I know even in the album, there's lots of like switch ups like halfway through.
A lot of switch ups. Those come later. Like we work on a song, even when a song is like quote unquote finished, we work on that shit for like months on end. Like Mima, the song Mima was worked on literally from January, and then I didn't finish the song until like November. So there's, like little touch-ups and shit that goes into it. Like there's so many different versions of like every song we've made.
That's fire.
Except for the ones that were like spot on, perfect, like no changes.
For sure. What is it about Liam specifically that makes you want to lock in and be like, nah, we need to do this together, as opposed to like, YouTube, working with other producers?
One, I would say we're like yin and yang. Cause we always tell each other
in terms
this,
of personality or music,
like music wise, and just cause that's the homie. Like besides music shit, I can hang out with him on a regular without fucking like anything music related, and things would be fine. Cause at the end of the day, that's a homie. That's my brother for real. Fucking we always tell each other, it's like if he was a rapper, if he was an artist, he would be me. If I was a producer, I'd be him. Like skill set wise, we're on that level. I like the thing with me, like I think I hit it like on the money with him, because like we we contrast so well. Like we mesh so well with each other. Like he fits my sound, and you know, I fit what like he makes. You know, fucking, and that man can fucking make anything. Like I've seen it firsthand. Him make so many fucking things. He produces for so many different genres. He's like genuinely, in my opinion, he's the best fucking producer I've heard. Like for real. You know, I'm saying that over mainstream people. I listen to songs and like I'll tell them, I'm like, yo, like you're so much better than this fucking producer. Like so
I think
much.
a lot of that comes to a lot of like the crazy production, like production skilled. The skill of production doesn't really need to be there for like a lot of shit that we hear on the radio.
Yeah.
So like
it really doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Simplicity.
Just mad. Exactly. Simple, catchy melodies. So I think that's part of it. Just to not discredit other producers.
Not discredit. No. No, I'm not. I love. There's so many producers that I love. Don't get me wrong. I love so many producers. There's so many instrumentals that are like my all-time favorites from so many other producers. It's just like when I think about it, like when I hear something on the radio, I should have worded that different. When I listen to things, when I listen to I should have worded that different. When I like listen to certain songs, like I think like, you know, like this could be like Liam could be doing this shit, you know, type thing. Okay. Like he could definitely make something that has like it could be like a radio hit on some shit, or like something very mainstream that people would fuck with, because you know he just does fucking everything. You know,
that's fine.
So I should word that different. My bad. I'm not discrediting any producers, because I love a lot of producers. I think you guys are very talented. You know, a lot of love for you guys.
Would you work with someone if it was just that strictly business, no personal relationship?
I've done it.
You've done it.
I've done it. It's cool, but
it just is what it is.
I like the personal side of shit. Like I've worked with like in person like producers and shit. And it was dope, because like you can actually be there in person, get cool with them. You know, that's what I like doing. I like the personal side of shit. I like being a homie before the business shit starts. Mm-hmm. You know, because I feel like that creates a better bond, and then with that comes better music.
I agree.
It's not just strictly music related shit, business related. I hate that. Like I like genuine connection. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't have an issue working with other people. Of course, it's just like Liam knows me. And like knows what I need. Like he like itches a certain part of my brain. Mm-hmm. Like when I hear an instrumental that's like, fuck, I can write right now. Like I'm feeling this shit. You know,
that's fire.
Like there's never like every time I hear a new instrumental from him, a new beat that he shows me, like it's like I'm hearing a beat from him for the first time again. Cause it's always something new. It's always something fucking exciting. You know, it's never really like redundant.
That's why you get the fucking the emails. You just be smiling.
Yeah, like we do it live, because he likes doing shit like over the phone a lot. So we'll get in like Discord. He'll stream, and I'll put on like headphones, and he'll like just play me beats in like FL and shit that he made. And every single time, I'm like, fuck, like this shit. Like I gotta keep up. Like fuck, bro.
That's fire. That's so fire to have someone push you to have that feeling of I gotta keep up.
He really has pushed me. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm saying this now. I owe a lot of my career to that man. I had no direction before him, and I'm fortunate enough that he's very like business savvy, because his family's very like business savvy, especially in the music business, which was super convenient, you know, because he has all that like knowledge, you know, and he gave that to me. And like help me out. And honestly, without him, I don't really think we'd be here right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow.
Be very honest. I'm very grateful. Very grateful for him.
If you die at the end of your life, if you had died with one real friend, you had one more than most. So
what he said.
Shout out.
I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies.
Man, talk about it. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah, I like fun stuff.
So I took the liberty of going through your album and you know, writing out some things that stuck out to me.
Oh shit. So I feel like I'm ingenious.
I got
Oh shit. All right.
I wrote out some quotes.
Okay.
I'd like you to tell me the song that it's from and the inspiration behind it.
Watch me forget my own song.
Yo, the amount of people that do, it's all good. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Ain't get no checkup. I was patient. Now you come in the mix with a high five, and I knew you would make it. Expecting gifts.
Yeah. Oh man, that's $6.
Woo!
Yeah. Love that song. Man, that's, I'm really just talking about people who, fucking, they like believed in me, quote unquote. Those people that like passive aggressive with it. I hate that shit.
Man,
like,
who you telling?
You could do this, but like, don't you want like a backup plan? Don't you want to do this? Like, yeah, it's cool, but there's so many people that are doing it. Like, I know there's people doing it. No shit.
Hey, there's so many people working at McDonald's. That's what you're doing.
Exactly. Like, I know there's so many people doing this shit. You think I don't know that? Like, fucking. So like, when I'm actually doing what I'm doing, don't fucking come around like, yo, like, you're doing phenomenal. Like, I can't, like, you're growing so much. Like, this is great. Like, I'm so, like, I knew it. Shut the fuck up. You didn't know shit. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Like, I hate that shit. I'm fortunate enough I haven't like really run into that, but I've run into like, I've gotten some messages from some people that were like a little iffy. Mm-hmm. I was like, you've never paid me no mind ever until now.
I saw someone who, I wouldn't say a bully, but like someone who's just a fucking dickhead to me in high school. I caught him at a coffee shop around here. He's like, yo, bro, I see you going up. You getting dope guests on the show. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, I don't like you at all. You never fucked with me, but like, all right, shit.
you can tell when shit like that is like disingenuous, and I don't like that at all. It's like you can't come around like trying to cheer me on, like, yo, you're doing great, like high five, that shit, and expecting me to like, yo, thank you, here's a Lambo. No, bro, like
Lambo. I'm gonna just forget the last 8 years when you said I wasn't shit.
Yeah,
bro,
exactly.
I got you with this Ferrari, bro.
Yeah, like I was fortunate enough that a lot of like the people that I was like growing up with in my old town and like my school in general, a lot of them were behind my back. That's like that. A lot of them were behind me. They supported what I did. It's just the very like select people, that were very weird.
That's a blessing. I feel like most people have the opposite experience, where most people don't fuck with them, and they might have that like one or two.
Absolutely.
People that,
I got a lot of love. Like back home when I was younger, I had a lot of love. Like when I dropped my first song on SoundCloud, I don't think I was in class the day after. Like I was being dragged around fucking school. Like my one security guard, the one security guard, which, he used to like coach me in football and everything, Julian, he was like, yo, like this shit is crazy. He's always been supportive of me. Always, like from the jump since I was little. Fucking my one of my senior homies when I was like a freshman, he was fucking dragging me around on his arm to everybody. He'd be like, yo, you know who this is? Nah, give me your phone. And he would like put my song in everyone's fucking phone. I think I went to class like 3 times that day.
That's fine.
Like it was great. Like I did get a lot of love, and I'm very grateful for that, because a lot of people did not get that shit. And I was fortunate enough to get that. Like, and it was like that honestly since like middle school, because I started rapping like for people in like middle school, and I would like rap in the courtyard at lunch and shit. We'd do like rap battles, or like we would just freestyle and shit. So I always had that love, which I was grateful for.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. You always get those like spoiled apples in the bunch though.
It'd be like that. Man, I said a spoiled apple in my shit the other day. It fucked up another one of my apples. Yeah. It's too close in proximity. Gotta get the spoiled apples away from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, ready?
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
Fuck being humble. Sometimes I want to drown in my wealth.
Soul Child Major League.
Hey!
Yeah, that's the second half. I'm
talk your shit.
I'm a very humble individual. I'm very to myself. I know my skill set. I don't feel the need to fucking shove it in people's faces. I just like doing what I do, and I show support to all my other music homies and anyone who supports me. Like I don't flaunt about myself, a lot. And I know people who usually like have to say that like aren't, but I'm saying that just for the sake of this like podcast. Fucking but sometimes like I gotta remind myself, I'm like, I'm him. Like I have to remind myself sometimes. Duncan. I'm him Duncan.
Him Jones.
I stomp him out in my Himbalans. Like, I gotta remind myself sometimes, like I'm really like that, like sometimes I just gotta remind myself, that's all. That was just a reminder that like, fuck being humble sometimes. Like you really are that guy for real. And sometimes you gotta act like it. Cause, some people don't see it. So you got to make them see it. You know, that's really all that is.
I respect it, man.
Type shit.
I think that humble shit is overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
I hold so much in my throat. I dealt with too many a-holes for once in my life. I'm not taking that shit anymore.
No more drowning a-hole. This can't be alone. Yeah. I just, like, my whole life, I was very, I didn't know how to express myself.
I feel that.
Nor did I know how to, like,
that.
Yeah, I was never really, like, good at being verbally expressive, like, outside of music and trying to, like, tell people how I felt or, like, saying no. So, like, people used to just walk all over me. I used to, you know, I was taken advantage of, like, a lot.
Straight, like, doormat
Yeah,
type shit.
by a lot of people. And, like, I would hold that shit in and, like, things I would want to tell people about how I'm feeling, but I was always too scared to communicate. So I would just hold it all in my throat, like, just holding that shit in. Fucking, you know, but fuck that. I don't want to keep doing that no more. Like, I've like tried to make sure I'm not like that no more because like, I was tired of being walked on, you know? Like, that shit ain't fun. Being walked on and fucking taken advantage of. Like, I got a voice. I got to use that shit, you know? Fucking, I'm a like grown ass man now. Fucking, so that's
21 now?
19.
Oh, you're 19?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
I turned 20 on the 4th though, so like 2.5 weeks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wish this fucking motherfucker happy birthday in the comments.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna edit this shit mad quick. Probably put it out tomorrow or the day after.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. I'm gonna go, bro. We ain't got time to waste.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, ready? Got 2 more.
Okay.
Keep feeding me hate so I can receive praise.
Yeah. Any publicity is good publicity to me. I don't give a fuck. You can hate me all you want. That's content. That's you know what? Like, there's always one thing that I've always thought about is like, even when someone's song is ass, you're gonna go listen to it because it's ass.
Because it's ass.
And you're gonna go show people the ass part of the song.
Yo, listen to how ass this shit was.
Yeah, listen, yeah. And you know what happens when you do that? You're giving them a stream right there. And that's why so much ass music, quote unquote, or so many things that are like really bad pop off.
Yep.
Because everyone's like, yo, this shit is ass. You gotta listen to how bad this is. And then what happens? It grows on you. You know? That or just like fucking, you know, hate just gets people going. Hate blows the fuck up. You know how many people hate Kanye? And that man has capitalized off everyone's hate. Like, keep feeding me hate so I can receive praise and all the fruits of my labor, you know? Like, fucking fuck that. And hate me all you want. You're giving me streams. Appreciate it. You're giving me my monthly check every month. Like,
that's real.
Fuck. Keep
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Are you ready? I'm
Yeah.
find a good one.
Curious.
Speaking of which, tired of motherfuckers saying my music is shit. Like, really tell me you could do something better than this. That's what I thought, motherfucker. No, because I can rest in
Go
piss.
take a hike and rest in piss. No R. Kelly trial. Yeah. Fucking, you know, I always feel like, you know, I don't really get that, like, your music is like trash comment a lot. You get like the once in a blue moon people that like, this shit kind of ass. Understandable. I get it. Some people do that. But like, if it is like, okay, here is my equipment. Make a song. I want you to make a song. Like, you know,
I won't charge you for the stew time.
nothing. Just make a song. That's all I want to see. Like, I feel like people put so much hate on like artists and like what we do or like discredit us. Like, if that's the case, like, you gonna make a song then. If you think it's so fucking easy to make a good song.
I think a lot of people don't think artists are people.
They don't.
And they can just...
We're just like machines that pump out music every like couple weeks and like perform.
Same with content creators, bro. The amount of hate messages we fucking get, bro.
Really?
It's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I just laugh at it, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
You ever see Gary Vee talking about haters? Have you ever seen that?
I might have. I've seen a lot of Gary Vee
Yeah,
stuff.
he's like, anyone that actually sits the time to write out hate messages is just a miserable person trying to project their misery onto whoever it is.
Takes a lot of it's very time consuming to hate. It's much more time consuming than saying like, wow, this is really good. Like, you know.
That shit is crazy to me.
I think what pisses me off more than hate comments is the like passive aggressive hate comments that like they're not really hating, but it's like you ain't even have to say that. You know what I mean? Like people that are like fucking, you know, the song you made last time, the last song you dropped fucking sucked, but this one's pretty good. Just say you like the song. Like, what the fuck does that? What does the last song have to do with this one? Like,
that's hilarious.
I never understood people that did that shit ever. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. It's
projecting what they feel inside.
Yeah,
they feel that negativity. So
yeah, and always like I said, like music is opinionated. So I like when people don't like something, that's okay because it's not for everybody. But if you think this song is good, just say, "Wow, I like this song." Not like, you know, that last song was garbage, but like this one's cool. Like,
are you still in the comments? Like reading all the comments?
I still read comments, yeah.
I remember last interview, I'm like, yo, we should respond to every comment. I'm starting to move away from that. Bro, our clips go so viral that it's hundreds and hundreds of comments of like people saying
it's very hard to reply to every comment.
I can't reply to everyone at this point.
I like as many comments as I can, and I reply to the ones that I feel like are like important to reply to.
You would tell someone took their time.
Like people who like put like a fucking paragraph comment, I'll reply. Yeah. Or like something like a very like meaningful comment, like, yo, like this just happened, or like this just happened in this song, like really helped me, like thank you. You know, yada yada. I'll reply to those.
Yeah, that's important
to like the fire emoji ones, or like the like this is hard. Like I like them. You know. Well, I'll do like a quick thank you, type shit. And I'm starting to get away from it, especially because shout out Kid Works, who's helping, going crazy on the page. A lot of people don't like him, so yeah, it is what it is. That's real.
But yeah,
hell yeah,
man. Shit, that's all I got. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, I'm chilling right now, bro. Fucking I'm just enjoying my time. Fucking. Yeah. Oh my god, I see the little. I remember that from last time. The little jar question.
Fuck it, you wanna get into the?
I'm down for whatever.
What time is it? Fucking. Where's my phone?
Nigga fell on the floor.
All right, fuck it. We got time. What do we have to lose? Let's whip out 3 of these. Hopefully we won't get any of them that you did last time.
Yeah, I remember the ones I did last time. So
I think I do too. I don't think it was any of these. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, what has been the most agonizing part about chasing a music career?
Wow. What has been the most agonizing part about it?
Yeah.
The most, I think, agonizing part about the whole music shit is, for me at least, like being very fixated on numbers. I've like grown out of it, or I'm like trying to like steer away from that, but I've become like very super fixated on like numbers and streams.
Especially
because
when shit is stagnant and you're like, what the fuck?
Exactly. And it pisses me off because I'm like, this shit just did so well. Like, why is this not? And then it would bug me the fuck out. And then I would like try to post videos and they wouldn't do as well as like the last ones. And I'm like, fuck, like, it was really stressful. And I had this bad habit, which I'm trying to get out of. I'm like slowly got out of it. I had this bad habit of like comparing the numbers on like songs that I've had that have like blown up to like recent drops. So like, for example, like That's All I Got was getting like 15 to like 20,000 streams a day, like when it first released. And like I would drop a song, like if I dropped like Man on the Moon, it got like maybe 2,000, 3,000 streams in like 2 days, and it would like eat me up. But then I also got to take into account that I haven't had a really viral video that popped off to give that traction that That's All I Got had, which I rely on TikTok a lot because that's where I post my snippets. That's where things go viral. And that's where people, go from TikTok to Spotify. So the streams coming. But I was very fixated on numbers. And like, especially my monthly listeners, holy shit. I would get so pissed when my monthly listeners would go down.
Oh man, that shit fluctuates so much.
It fluctuates.
It's a roller coaster.
It fluctuates, especially when you're at the 100K mark. And when you're like, when you get into 100,000 monthly, you don't want to leave. because it looks so good and it feels good, you know? Like I was fluctuating around, like I remember when I dropped That's All I Got, I went from like, kid you not, 50,001 monthly listeners to like 107,000 monthlies.
That's fire.
In like the span of a month, you know? So I was like, yes, like this is amazing, you know? And then at the time that I dropped like Man on the Moon, or when I was about to release it, because I haven't released anything in so long, we were having like problems with the mix. So I had to like take it off Spotify and re-upload it. I went from 107 to 87. So I dropped like 20,000 monthlies in like 2 weeks, and it like ate me up inside so bad. I was pissed, like absolutely pissed. And I was so fixated on that. I would wake up every morning, go to the app, and that was the first thing I'd open. I'd go to see my monthlies every fucking time. And now I'm like grateful because like I went from 87 now to where I'm at now. And I'm like, I got to the point where I'm like, all right, I got to stay here. Like I can't go down.
Yeah.
You know,
isn't it so funny too? Because 2 years ago, for anyone to have 87, we'd be like, whoo!
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Like, honestly, I would still think of it like in like perspective, that's a fucking blessing. Like 87,000 monthly listeners. Like a lot of people don't even crack 1,000. Like, you know, we're in the fucking, like I'm in like the 1% that has over 1,000 monthlies on Spotify, you know? So like, it's still grateful, but you know, in my mind, I'm like, nah, I could do more. I was just at 100,000 plus. Why the fuck would I want to be down here again?
So like self-critical voice, man.
Yeah.
I got it too.
And that's my bad habit, is I'm like very hard on myself. So I try not to be.
I think every successful person is hard on themselves.
Yeah.
Man, I'll fuck one shit up. I'll be like, oh man, the focus wasn't perfect. Oh fuck, I forgot to clean up. There's a beer can in the back.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Yeah, like you just want everything to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, like you just hate fucking up. I hate fucking up, so.
Nah, I really do.
I get it, bro.
It might drive you crazy, but it'll make you successful.
Absolutely.
Shit. All right. You kind of already answered this question, but just to reiterate it, what has been the biggest pivot you've had to make in your career?
Biggest pivot. Well, like change?
Yeah.
Huh. That's hard. The biggest change I've had to make.
Was it not switching genres?
Nah, I don't think so, because that was so early on in my career. So that even if like, yeah, I had like no traction when I was changing. Okay. So like it wasn't really a lot to
lose, really.
I had nothing to fucking lose. I had 6 songs on SoundCloud. I didn't even have like shit on streaming platforms. You know, I didn't have shit going on. So there was nothing to lose there. I think it was more so like a mental thing that I had to change in order to help my career.
Your mindset, like how you approach your career?
Just because, how I approach, I had to start taking it more serious. I wasn't taking myself. I took myself serious, but I wasn't taking my career as serious as I should have been. You know, and that led to a lot of setbacks from me.
When did you start taking it serious?
I was always like taking it serious, but I didn't take it as serious as I should have. Like I would take it serious, but in my mind, I'm like, you know, I have all this traction. I'm
chilling.
Right. Yeah. You know, and it's like, no, bro, you can't be like that, because at the blink of an eye, that shit can all go away. And it scares me, because I've seen artists that like have a huge song and then now they can't get a fucking song over like 50K. And it's sad. That shit, I don't ever want to be that person. You know, I never want to be that. And like, that's
got to be so depressing to deal with. It is.
Like, I would hate to have a song that has like 10, 20 mil. And now like every other song after that is like barely touching 100K. That would fucking make me so sad. I just had to change my mindset. And like, I had this thing that when I would like be in my episodes, like my depressive episodes, I would just like go MIA from everybody for like the longest, and that would like be stagnant towards my career. Like when I first started blowing up, like,
oh yeah, you mentioned that after what's the song with like 2.5? Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
So like I went like pretty stagnant after that. I just happened to start going through some like mental shit, and it really fucked with my career. And then like the next song I dropped after that was like 4 months later, and I had to like build everything up again, and I don't ever want to have to do that again. So
that was
like,
the last time that happened?
That was I would say so. Like in
like a hard,
in all
deep
seriousness, that was the last time that happened for me.
Last time ever?
Yeah, and might have actually been after, actually. like April, like from like April maybe to like June, because I went really low. It got to a point I was at like 60K monthly and then dropped to like 47,000. I was like, fuck no.
Yeah,
I can't be here right now. Like this shit, I need to start going up again. So I started like taking my career like more serious, and I was like working on like not going ghost from everyone, especially the people I work with, you know. And that
gets sticky.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it would.
I've done that before.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Not okay.
Yeah, and then you got to do damage control because some people are like, "Yo, where the fuck were you?
Yeah,
did I do something wrong?"
Yeah,
like
it's not okay, and it's also just gonna hurt your career. You know, you're gonna keep running in place. You're gonna keep going up, going down, going up, going down. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
Fuck that.
Hell no.
All righty, last question of the night.
Oh shit.
What has been the most painful sacrifice you've had to make for your career?
The most painful sacrifice. A stable income, I would say. Because, a stable income. March 10th, 2022, I quit my job at Planet Fitness.
You worked at Planet Fitness too?
Yeah.
And I did that shit for 8 days. I was like, fuck this.
You worked for 8 days?
That was my last job. That was in 2020. Nah, I'm lying. I had a job as a piano teacher.
Yeah.
I was teaching little kids how to play keys.
I did that shit for like 8 months. And I was like,
nah. Man, I went 8 days, bro. I'm like, yo, I cannot be cleaning treadmills all day. I'm sorry.
No, it's ridiculous. Like I was working in 3 different locations, 6 days a week. Only had Tuesdays off. Hated it. Fucking all my money was going towards Uber. So like I couldn't.
Oh, you didn't even have a whip?
Nah, all my money was going towards Uber. I just got my permit like last week.
Really?
Yeah.
You just never got it?
Yeah. I passed the test in high school, but I forgot to bring it to the DMV. So I had to like do it all over again. And quarantine happened, so no DMVs were open. Yeah.
My brother didn't get his license till he was 23, so it's fine.
Yeah. Type shit. And it doesn't help living in like Jersey and like NJ Transit and everything. It's so convenient that you forget you might want a license.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So being up here and you need to have a fucking license.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hell yeah. But fucking that was definitely my biggest sacrifice. I remember I didn't like leave in a traditional manner. I dapped up my coworkers, said, nice, appreciate y'all. Y'all were cool. And I left mid-shift. Like 4 hours left in my shift. I was just gone. Fucking, they sent a group message to the group chat, said some fuck shit. I wasn't with it. And I left. And fucking, I think that was the scariest thing for me was not having a stable income. Because, you know, you don't really get much as an artist, depending on how many streams you get. And at the time that I quit, you know, I wasn't getting that much money from distro. So like having to like stretch that money out for like another month and a half till my next check was like really stressful, you know? And I was like, fuck, like I need a job. I need something. Like now if I work, like it's just because I want to, just to like have something to do or something, you know, but like.
What about the pub checks, the ASCAP or BMIs?
Which check?
ASCAP or BMIs. Are you signed up for either? No?
I probably should, right?
Yeah.
I probably should.
Yeah.
I definitely should. I'm strictly getting money from
you got a couple $100 on the table.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Maybe even 1,000.
Huh.
We can talk about that off camera.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my God. That's actually good to know. Fucking
damn.
Nah, but fucking,
oh shit.
Yeah, that stable income shit, man. Cause I needed that financial stability and I like told myself, you know what, maybe I don't. Like, let me just bust my ass and then 9 months later, like, you know, I can say from like December to like January, that was a great month for me financially. And I could really like say now that I really don't.
Like the last December to January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like now I could really say that like, you know, I could be comfortable for now, like financially.
That's a fucking blessing.
It is a blessing, bro. Like it's fucking beautiful to like be able to do that. Like to be able to wake up and like know that you got some money there, you know, and that you got a check coming soon.
Yeah.
That's
like, the biggest part. Yeah.
It feels good to know like you make money off of doing like what you love, you know, which is all I've ever wanted to do. So
that's real.
It's a blessing, bro. It was a big sacrifice for me because I was someone who always needed that like stability to know that like every week I was getting a check and that's fine. And it's funny because Planet Fitness was my first like and last job.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I've had hella jobs. It's not the same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, I had a job at a factory for like a warehouse for like 2 days, but I don't really count that. It's 2 days.
Whatever. I was at UPS fucking for like 2 weeks. That shit, preloading 4:30 in the morning. That shit is not
Shit
it.
sounds depressing,
Bro, everyone's mad as fuck. Half the people got back problems. It's complaining about their back.
I'm already like I'm an old ass man. I got bad knees. My back sucks. I got flat feet. Like
I work out every day because like I don't want that to happen, but like still it's just like it's just I couldn't be there.
Bro.
Yeah, it wasn't it.
But can't do that. Yeah. Fuck that. That was definitely the sacrifice for me. But I'm glad I made that sacrifice,
bro,
because it gave me a lot of like freedom. I would say to do whatever the fuck I want whenever. That's
like, major.
I'm a man that works on my own schedule, and I think that's great.
That's all everyone watching this, that's what they want.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. And you could do it. First off, it's not impossible. It takes a lot of time and sacrifice, but you
not even close to impossible.
Could definitely do it. Nothing's impossible. I hate when people say that shit is like not like likely.
That's realistic.
Yeah, it's not real. I think people telling you to think realistically is like the worst piece of advice you can ever get. Because what's thinking realistically? Like being miserable? I don't want to be miserable. Like, I don't want to have to fucking work in a cubicle and work a like 9 to 5 every day, go home, fucking sleep, repeat, have a weekend off 2 days, and I gotta work for somebody else for fucking 5 days out the week. And I'm not fucking trashing on anybody that's got a 9 to 5. Y'all do what you gotta do. Everybody has different career paths, and a lot of people's like professions require that. A 9 to 5 or a schedule, but like this shit just not for me.
Not for me at all.
Fuck that.
Yeah, only days off, you're just sitting on the TV, 6-pack of Coronas, watching the fucking football game.
Yeah,
like
I like my freedom, bro.
Yeah,
I like when like someone's like, "Yo, you trying to chill today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got time." So I'll do what I got to do, and I like come back home. Like,
yeah,
I like being able to do whatever, whenever.
I agree.
It's great.
How you feeling?
I feel good, man.
Yeah.
Chilling. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anything you want to say to either the other artists or the fans watching this right now?
I hope y'all enjoy this.
Yes. Actually, specifically to the artists. There's going to be a lot of artists that watch this.
Absolutely. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep making music, whether you have fucking 10 streams, 10,000 streams, 10 million streams. Doesn't matter. Your time will come. Everybody here is working towards the same goal. So it's all peace, love, fucking, we're all supporting everybody. Fucking stream my album. I just dropped it 2 weeks ago. If you like good music, then I think you'll fuck with it. And just, keep creating. That's all. Just keep being your own boss, keep having fun doing what you're doing. It's a blessing to do what you love and, make a living off of it. And even if you're not making a living off of it right now, that's fine. Keep doing it, because one day you will. Like, it just comes with time. Your time might not be now, but it'll come. It's with everything. Just patience. Gotta trust the process.
That's real. Mm-hmm. So, yo, Encore Pod, I know you fucking enjoyed this. I know you learned something. I know you got some game. So please subscribe to the channel. Tap in with us. Like, comment, let us know what you think. All that good shit. Tap in with him again. Fire album. It's an album. It's like, there's some albums that like, they're cool. You bump with the homies. This is a tape. It's like, yo, you by yourself, listen to it, absorb it, especially if you in that fucking, that mind state where you're just like, yo, I just want to chill and not be sad. I wouldn't tell people. I was about to say that, but like, I'm like, that sounds terrible. But like,
be miserable.
Yeah,
listen to my album. Nah,
if you got time by yourself and you just want to take in other perspectives and
If you enjoy substance and
that's a good way of putting it.
If you enjoy substance and you just want to listen to something you might relate to or just something
or have related to
or fucking, just quality music, then just listen to my project, Not forcing you to, but you definitely should.
That's a fact. Justicexavier on all platforms. And Encore.pod on all platforms, except for Twitter. It's EncorePod _, but fuck Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
I deactivated all my accounts.
On Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter's such a toxic place. I had to leave.
Twitter is treacherous.
Twitter,
we have like 42 followers, so I don't even care.
The duality of Twitter is crazy. Like it goes from like sports to like seeing a live murder to like memes.
To memes, and to like fucking porn.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I had to deactivate. I deactivated Twitter. I was like,
Twitter is the most toxic social media app.
It's so toxic. So much shit going on. So much like fucking bullying and so much like hate. And it's ridiculous.
Twitter's a fucking war zone.
I had to get rid of it because I was glued to that shit. I was like, yo, this shit is hilarious, but I can't be in this.
I can't, bro. I can't do that shit.
I had to deactivate it.
Yeah, Twitter is treacherous. But yeah, you feel me? Thank you for watching. We'll be back shortly with another dope episode. One more time, check in with him, the project, everything he has going on. This man is the future.
Justice Xavier on all platforms. Like the album is Justice. It's a self-titled. You'll find it. I'm everywhere. Okay.
Facts.
So yeah. Justice Xavier everywhere. Except for TikTok, it's 2 R's, not 1.
Someone took the original shit.
Unfortunately.
Bitch ass nigga.
Whoever took it, you a bitch.
Facts.
Just saying.
So that's it. We out of here.
Take care, man.
Bow.